Hi everybody, welcome to Whiskey Mystery. I'm Phil.
I'm Deepa.
Slightly late today. It's going to be slightly different today because Deepa didn't do her homework yesterday.
I was busy.
You were out with friends having fun. So I've done my homework. I've got the notes. Do you even know what the name is?
No.
Okay, well, you'll find out. So Deepa's absolutely blind and unprepared.
I can see the band-aid, Bucky.
What's she unprepared for? Blind tasting. We are at bottle number 252 of our journey to blind taste our way through 300 different whiskies. Part of that is measuring the viscosity to give us an idea of what we might be dealing with. So we'll get that underway. We have about 55 left, I guess, in our blind, no, 54, I think it is, that we have left in our blind challenge. And go. Are we going? Yes, we're going. Right. You can see the remaining bottles back here. For the next 12 minutes, we're going to nose it, taste it, possibly rank it on the shelf. If it can beat, oh, it's got to beat Deanston 18 to get on the shelf. And that's the lower shelf. That's because you haven't got any notes written. Okay. Yesterday's glass. We should say hello to a few people because I was slightly late coming in. Update on the auction, by the way. Still going. We'll check in with that later. Bottles are in the auction. Michael Wood's in. Whiskey with Molly. Oh, lots of people. Teddy, haven't seen you for a while. And Tal. You're all chatting away in there. Very good. Gerben, Donna. I'm sure Deepa will still have an opinion. I bet she will. Yesterday's glass. Do you get anything in yesterday's glass? Because I had it. Wow, slightly fishy. No. This one. Try that one. I think these are just clean glasses. Yeah. Should I give my notes so Deepa doesn't know what they are?
No, beat.
Vanilla powder. Right. Should we pour it and see? You picked it as well. Right. Let's have an aquavite glass for this pour. How are the bubbles? So, what do you think of the bubbles? Were you
48.
Were you paying attention? I don't think you were looking.
Oh, it's pretty high. Maybe 50, 57.
Right. Here we go. Big bubbles, I would say. Let's compare to 56.
Oh, it's higher. So it's just the...
Okay, Deepa saying higher than 56. How about 61?
Wow, 61.
Right. First call, high ABV. Now, I poured Deepa's earlier and added a fair bit of water because I knew it was a strong one, just so that it would open up for a bit. But this is full strength. Oh yeah, quite a nose full of alcohol. Slightly vanilla emulsion paint. Yeah, sponge cake. Okay, why don't I say what notes I wrote down yesterday and then we'll see how many Deepa says. I had, well, don't look. Oh, and don't read your subtitles either. I had clean oak, vanilla, a bit sour, dusty chocolate, and vanilla wafers. No peat or sherry on the nose. Right, what do you...
Pineapple sponge cake.
Pineapple sponge cake.
Oh, it's fat.
Oh, good. Hang on. Oh yeah, that's mine. Try nosing yours, which has water.
Shrine, vanilla very favorite.
Think vanilla.
Pineapple sponge cake.
Okay, pineapple sponge cake for Deepa. And nectarines. See if this noses any differently, because that's had a bit of water in it.
50-50.
No, it's. I don't know. If that's 60, then it's probably 55. On my emptying out glass, a little bit of oakiness now.
Sign herbs, grass.
Little grassy herbal.
Some.
Yeah. Oh, I've already missed the timer.
It is pretty
Unbelievable. That went faster than expected. Right. I'll wait for confirmation. I don't think I was too late on it. Someone shout out what they saw for the timer.
It's pretty clean, no peat, no smoke.
Yeah, pretty clean. No peat, no smoke. Any sherry or wine? Or...
It's pretty clean, so I must no sherry. But then I'm not picking a must vanilla, so therefore there must be some sherry.
Are you picking it up then?
But I'm not picking a vanilla, so therefore some sherry.
This is the one with 50% water. I mixed up quite a lot of that.
More.
I was typing too much. Gerben, I hope you win. Oh, 337 9 dimes. Thank you very much. That works out at, compared to our vodka, about 108%. So, normal viscosity, that's where most of our whiskies have come in. 107, 108%.
A very watered down version of bad apple.
Well, this is 50% water.
No, so very, I'm not picking up any other flavor, mostly bad apple sponge cake.
Okay, my notes for taste, don't look for a minute. Clean, vanilla, sweet, vanilla wafers, punchy, too strong, and with water, quite simple. So I didn't say too much, did I? Vanilla wafers is the name.
Very fine, prickly pepper, but a pleasant way because it got into with the bad apple, nice balance.
I put a lot of water in this and it's still quite punchy. You just did full strength?
Yeah, but...
Oh no, I put a little bit of water in yours.
Slightly oaky, maybe.
Yeah, oaky. Okay, so my notes you can have a look at.
You can have apple tea with the tea.
I got a lot more vanilla than Deepa did, but you did say sponge cake.
Yeah.
I called this one vanilla wafers because once I'd put the water in, it really seemed, you know, the wafers that you get to put ice cream in, or like a vanilla ice cream cone.
In fact, I'm getting a vanilla perfume.
Yeah, vanilla perfume. Do you like it?
No, with the butter.
Let me try your strength.
Nice. Very oily.
Yeah, that's not too bad. That's still slightly too much power for me. Let me up my power a bit on this.
Very simple flavor. I'm having green dessert, but no.
Yeah, that's
no stuff.
That's what I wrote. I wrote clean oak vanilla is like the main thing. Do you think this is clean and simple old or clean and simple young? Because I've been thinking about this morning, that there's a lot of oaky detail that makes me think it's old, but typically though high ABV like this would be young.
Yeah.
But I'm leaning towards it being old but high ABV maybe.
I think because it's green.
That's so much vanilla wafers now. Okay.
Fine pepper finish bun.
I think there's a level of detail in here, which
but it's not very subtle.
Can I say something?
Okay.
I think there's a level of detail in here in the oakiness and the finish that I don't think we get in young whiskies. But let's find out.
That can be 18, 15.
This is the one from 2 weeks ago, the SMWS Glen Elgin, which is 8 years and about 60% as well. I thought maybe this would be a good comparison. One for strength. I think this is 58, 59. So is it stronger? And Does it taste younger, I guess is the question.
That is very sweet.
Yeah, see, quite new makey by comparison, isn't it?
What the fun? No, at more to this. Very quiet.
Full strength. Quite similar. I think they're a similar ABV, aren't they? I don't enjoy it at the full strength because it's a bit of a bitter burn for me.
I prefer put a bit of water in it. I'm getting strong bitterness coming from the oak.
Yeah. Okay, let's try another one. Better or worse? I guess I should hit the subscription button. Better? That's Kilkerran 8. Ex-Bourbon.
Very similar in data, very close.
Now, do you think this is younger than this? Honey toasted pencils, we call that. See, that's 56%. Oh yeah, more funky with peat.
Nah, very weak, but then I'm not happy for strength.
Mine is watered down slightly now as well. If you want to have some more. Have some more, because you deserve it. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh yeah, that's the one I just picked up.
No, the taste is not the same after trying other whiskies, but come back and become more oaky, more bitter.
Yeah.
But overall, it's clean and simple.
Old or young?
Yeah. 12. It's also very young. I was in it's 10 years.
Better or worse?
Very close. It's soft and mellow. Even.
That is 19-year-old
I see.
Clynelish. 54%, quite spicy. I preferred today's over the Clynelish. This is no longer on the shelf. The Kilkerran is there.
Why you prefer today's? Because it's more integrated.
Now that I have compared to the younger ones, I'm more happy to say this is older. But it's very unusual to have such a high ABV in an older whiskey. I've got a kind of pet theory that if an old whiskey is still at 60%, then maybe it has younger characteristics because we're not really used to that. And the big power of a young whiskey is something an old whiskey normally doesn't have. Oh, time's up.
But that is 15, 18 years. It's 59 ABV, or maybe 58. Because not that strong. But then you brought it down.
I quite like it. Do I like it more than the Kilkerran 8? This is very different. So it's a bit of a weird comparison, to be honest. Because it seems so peated coming back to it now. I should have tried something else like the Old Pulteney 21. Okay, pass me that Milton Duff. That paper one. That might be a better comparison. This is 50%. And it's peated and it's interfering with the flavours. You know when you said when you came back to it? Let's try this. It's the same rank on the shelf. It's 51%. It's probably ex-bourbon as well.
Very close. It's thicker than I'm gonna suffer that I know suffer.
I'm getting slightly more sour pineapple on that. Okay, just better or worse?
I think it's very nice. It's very calm. Relaxed, confident.
Okay, so
it's actually very good. Very well made.
We're going to do a giveaway later. Did I mention that? Don't know if I did or
very
not.
well made. It's very quiet. I suppose that is 15, 18.
Is there anything in the Old Paltry 21? I think it's downstairs. It might be. No. The bottle isn't inside.
It's there.
Oh, it is. It seemed light. So this is obviously got a bit of sherry and maybe something that people are a bit more familiar with than that Milton Duff. Only 46% though, so.
I prefer today. Today is nicer, even though everything is the same. But there's something more about it. It's pretty.
Quite lemony by comparison.
Yeah, and
more honey.
Fine, very, very fine. It is.
Yeah.
We're backing it down out. It's very.
Oh, see, that's that fine. That's why I said that's why it seems to be older.
Oh, yes, yeah, very fine. Fine, it is.
So let's say it's going to be ahead of Old Paltry 21.
Oh yeah, it's better. It's not good.
It's no good. Right. So I thought we don't actually. Let's look at the spreadsheet. Seeing as we can all join in. Let's see. Spreadsheet is, well, there are some up here at this high ABV, but not many that would fit the profile. Let's see. Not Ben Nevis, I don't think. No. See, it could still be the Glenelgin. Edradour Sauterne seems unlikely. Oh, hang on. There is a Linkwood 21-year-old, which is almost 60%.
I prefer that one.
Old and high ABV. That's the best thing we've got so far, isn't it? Let's see. The J. Oh, Bobby! Thank you very much. Deanston, no. Mortlack, I think that's sherried. Longrow, local barley, there's not enough going on. Could possibly be the Clynelish.
No,
or the Tormore.
Tormore, maybe, but not Clynelish. There are no herbs.
Bobby J. Cheers, Feeling Deeper. It's been a bit, so need to get in the drawing. You're probably in there because it's been a while since. Oh, I thought you were going to write Bobby J's name down.
Oh yeah, Bobby, you dumb up. I'm pretty sad about you.
Two. No, how many names? Five names for Bobby, or at least two names. Two names for Bobby. I can't remember what our normal scoring is. Right, Whiskey 101. I'm sticking with the 31-year-old single grain. Lower ABV at 52, but the grain profile could be throwing you off a bit. That's true. Back to the bubbles. I think they're high. I think they've got that boiling sugar look about them. They've got that boiling sugar, which almost always means high. Edradour.
Can we put it in half?
Yeah, put Bobby in. Cheers, Bob. Adelphi, I don't think it's a Mortlack, is it? It could be Clynelish. Could be the Tormore. But I'm going first with the ABV. Now, I've got this picture to represent the Linkwood, but I've written wrong because it's not a sherry bottle. This is light ex-bourbon-y, I think.
It is good.
Right?
Slightly bitter finish. Okay.
What do you want to pick?
Oh,
You're going Linkwood as well. Right. We're going no backup. Tormore. 30-year Tormore.
3-0.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this.
Right. Surely everything on the shelf gets a gold. Well, we said buy it all pulteney. I would have thought everything on the shelf is getting a gold trophy these days.
Yeah, that's true. But it was just too simple.
Yeah, it's because we're too spoiled.
It's
Right.
Beautiful product. Very well integrated. No complaint.
Is it fair to say it's slightly boring? Or is that just rude?
But I prefer, it's very calmy. I like it. It's good.
Right.
But I buy it. No.
Depends how much it costs, because this one only cost $120. This will obviously be a share from someone. Right, who's guessing? So we've got Whiskey 101 with the single grain. Whiskey with Molly's on the Linkwood as well. Jimmy Jazz. Looks like Rolf and I will be at the Bon... Oh, you're talking to Whiskey with Molly. We'll be at the Bon Accord, I'm sure that means. I think the Linkwood and the Invergordon are both good guesses, Tim. Right. Right, I think we get on with it. Whiskey with Molly. This could be 3 out of 4. Could be. Top shelf, Dustin. Agreed. More and more with a grain whiskey. Could it be grain? I wasn't getting the normal glassy smoothness, but could be. We did say slightly boring.
It's a grain whiskey.
No, but there is a grain whiskey that it could be. What comes first?
ABV.
Are we ready for the reveal? Yes, we are.
58.
ABV is...
Oh, 52.
You grain...
Actually, but
people.
It threw me because I got back in the factory upon that Laphroaig. I meant to say...
Hang on. I didn't even bring it down. Grab that black... Oh, you probably can't reach, can you? I'll have to get it. If it's the grain whiskey. Oh, it's looking good.
31.
The age is 31 years old. It was $100. It is a grain whiskey. Invergordon. Who called out grain? Because you get the fireworks. Dustin was on it, and was it Whiskey 101? So who did we get this from? I've forgotten. This was a trade, I think, from Michael.
About the battery bought this one, but it was a sale.
Yeah, this is all we have. So, we kind of got there.
I mean, you were right about old.
We were definitely off with the ABV.
But I was 58, 57, but I was just scared to come down.
I don't know. We look at the bubbles again, because...
So you have another about 52.
I have 50. See, compared to 50, they look nothing like it.
55.
If we go to 56, the 56 of normal whiskey still has the frothiness.
Yeah.
So maybe we're learning something, that grain whiskey bubbles operate like this. Now it's funny. Right before the show, I did shake up the vodka because I was just curious, what do vodka bubbles look like at 40%? And they actually look a bit like high ABV as well, don't they? Oh, hang on. I'm trying to get bubbles and not a tornado. Right.
How much is it for in today's market?
I can only say what it was bought at, and it was a while ago. I don't even have a date on. I know this has been in the blind bottles, like most of them, for a couple of years. Invergordon 31, single grain. I guess I could put this up and let you see it, couldn't I? Let me tilt the camera a little bit. There we go. Single grain, aged in a single cask. Presumably this is ex-bourbon. 52%. It does say a refill hogshead. So, the 52% is whatever the cask strength is. Now this was only $100. And that's $2.5 per year, which is pretty amazing.
But it's a That's a bargain. If it's at $1, that is worth it.
So apparently the notes we were giving were making people think grain.
Oh,
So what were those notes? What was it that was making you guys think that it was grain? I want to try again now. Now I know it's 52%.
very quickly finish.
I have to say that's an excellent $100 bottle. It's probably not $100 today.
Okay. Oh, you better start how much it is today's price.
Someone have well, it'll be a one-off for K&L probably.
So, but if it's at $1,
It's Hunter Lang.
there is another $1.
Well, we've put it ahead of Old Pulteney, which is probably a $300 bottle these days.
Any other $100?
I mean, they're off-the-shelf old ones, so probably doesn't really count. No, there's nothing, is there? There's nothing.
Oh, but $50.
No, we're such whiskey snobs. Longrow Red, I guess, is about 150, 175.
So I prefer that one because it's that different, unique.
Let me go to the chat and see what people were saying about grain. Fun, a new experience. Actually, we have had Cameron Bridge before, which was a sherry cask, and that was lovely as well. I don't think we have any left.
So what is the story? What is the grain whiskey?
What's grain whiskey? It's not malt.
It's not.
No, it could be from wheat if it's in the UK, or any other kind of barley. But it's put through a column still, like vodka. So it's normally just a base that malt is added to make a blended malt. Right. Well done all that picked the Invergordon Silver Grain. Whiskey 101. Thank you very much. I got it from your first notes, and the viscosity made me think, I find old grains taste higher than they are. I have Invergordon 25 and 30. Good value. There we go. So were you first, Whiskey 101? Whiskey with Molly. My wife bought me the 40-year version for your 40th birthday. Very good. I need to get a single grain, Bobby's saying. The only way to afford a bottle close to my age. Bobby, I know how that feels. We're pretty much the same. All grain whiskey is good value, Tim. Yes. The vanilla and ambiguity in age were my first thoughts on grain.
Yes,
okay.
yes, that makes sense.
That's good. Right, let's see. Martin, I had one of those. I'm pretty sure we did a trade a couple of years ago. Martin, it'll be yours then. Yes, that will be it. Whiskey with Molly. This was 120, but out of stock everywhere now. Yes, because it's a couple of years old. My grain notes were breakfast cereal and milk, sweet pastry, honey and vanilla sugar. Pretty similar, aren't they? Often find an Invergordon 30 for around $100. I mean, absolutely worth $100.
Yes, yeah, I mean,
or pounds.
Very well made.
Okay, Whiskey with Molly, only 399 bottles, single cask. How many were in this one? I think this was lower. Oh no, you're probably talking about this one, aren't you? Does it tell us? It was bottled in July 2018. Bottle 36 of 293. Yeah, okay. What were their notes? Aged in a refill hogshead. Non-chill filtered, natural colour. Lashings of caramel, honey, vanilla and brown sugar notes on the nose. Fruity in the mouth with impressions of stewed apples and pears, leading to a long drying finish. I think that's pretty fair, I think. Right. Pick a new bottle. Top shelf, bottom shelf, left side, front row, back row. Who's picking? Hang on. Is it Whiskey with Molly who's picking? Whiskey 101. Okay, Whiskey 101. Top shelf, right in the middle, at the front. Okay, everyone who got it, especially Whiskey 101.
It's very easy to pick and no complaint. very well integrated. Sweet.
There's very nice fine detail in the second half. Very good. Wheels and Whiskey. Hey Stuart. Gigi loves grain whiskey. Always a few open bottles on the shelf. Ah, there you go. Well, cheers Gigi. I'm sure you would like this one. Where am I going? Top shelf, right in the middle, at the front. Let's pick one of those. Smash the like button to show the appreciation. Thanks, Bobby. They must have bottled several single casks then of this. Yeah, maybe. If ours is a slightly different one. Well, probably, you know, UK, US, you know, different bottle sizes. They will have done different casks, I'm sure. Top shelf, one left. Jose. Not sure. Right, Michael Wood. I have a Port Dundas grain by Cooper's, but it's not yet been opened. Sounds like I need to try it. Yeah, see if it's something similar to ours. Okay, number 253.
It's interesting. I would never think of grain whiskey to get it.
Well, it had enough age to make it complex. We've had very few grain whiskies, to be honest. They've always had this sort of what I describe as glassy smoothness in the first half. And I guess this has it, but very quickly that second half detail comes in. And that's why I thought it wasn't. But there you go. Is it a bourbon? Let's find out.
I've got out this week.
No. The bubbles look pretty healthy.
58, 57.
Maybe it's a grain whiskey. Actually, we don't have any more grain, do we? Wait, before we... Okay, we'll try it, but remember, we've got to do giveaways after. Wait for Deepa's expression. Pete. Something smoky. It's been a while since we had something smoky.
It's very interesting. It's very different from 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I would go straight. Oh, Pete, that's enough. That's enough for me.
I thought you were going to say...
about more information.
I thought you were going to say the difference of experience between this and the grain whiskey. It is very different. Okay, let's leave that aside. We'll come back to that for Thursday. And where are the other names? Let's see. Big Bubbles, no troubles. Bobby J, yes. Colour and Bubbles say this could be SMWS Glenelgan. No, smoky. Bobby J, having a laugh. Okay, I'm wrong. Seems peated. Nice. Yes. Compass Box, no name. Michael Wood. That's a good guess. That's valid. Stick with that. Of course, you lovely people support us with super chats, and all your names go in the hat. And you other lovely people, some of you are the same people, support us through Patreon, and all of your names have gone in here. Aaron Bloom, who can we see? Ravi,
Aaron,
David,
Ryan,
Rita, Ryan,
Bobby
J's in there,
Prince,
Bill Fisher, Carlos.
Miller.
Right. I think it's been a while. We should pick 2. Oh, sorry.
We'll go back and forth.
And you get to pick $50 worth of whiskey off the sharing list. Patreon sharing list. If you're a Patreon.
I get beat.
No, you can't. Thursday.
It's beat.
And if you're not in the US and it's not easy to get you stuff, then you just get $50 in your PayPal or whatever. We'll work it out. First up. Winner is Bill Ballesteri. Bill, thank you very much for being a Patreon.
No, you didn't.
Right, I get the next one. Ravi, of course it's Ravi. Because Ravi's odds are very high.
And to get the name.
Based on how much you contribute to the Patreon, you get, you know, more names in. And Ravi's top supporter. Thanks, Ravi. So you have won again. Right. Over to the super chat, people. Right, let's see. Who are we going to get? I have picked out Jonathan Day. Congratulations, Jonathan. And one more. Deepa has picked out. Who have we got? Doug Christoph. Is it Christoph? I think so. It's written on a noisy bit of paper. There you go. Congratulations, people. Send me an email at whiskey, no E, at captain3d.com. If you click on the links in the description for the sharing list, you'll see the email at the top. If anyone else looks at the sharing list and sees something they like, feel free to send me an email. Now, let's have a quick look. Oh, the auction results are looking exciting. The bids are still open. It hasn't actually closed yet, even though it's what time? Should be closed by now. Anyway, they're still going. Let me check to see if there's any questions. Any questions? Congrats, everyone. Question. No, I don't want questions from you.
No, why? But I think you're not able to go further up the shelf.
Because the detail is nice, but the complexity still isn't fully engaging.
Yes, it's simple.
Yeah. Now.
What about these classic?
Okay. See, Deepa's got me doing comparisons when I was all done. No, it's an empty bottle. It's downstairs. I was going to say this Ex-Bourbon Bunnahabhain will have more detail throughout.
It's very simple.
It's a weird combination between a young whiskey experience at the beginning with nice flavours but simple, and then old whiskey experience with the details of the oak maturation at the back end. That's what I think. Right, what was I going to do? Does this button work? It does. Hang on, let me just get scrolling on it. Where's my scroll? Hang on, I've lost it. Oh, I can probably scroll the window, right? Yes, there we go. Okay. I think, well, okay, this one, that has gone surprisingly expensive. This is a rum cask, so it is a bit of an oddball one. Not too many. Like I say, open for bids, but I think we're pretty much done at this time of the day. The Springbank local barleys, 480, 480, 440, 420. The stupid local barley, the wrong local barley, everything that's wrong about local barley is in the 700s. Now, that was selling for higher prices. And then the 21s, let's see, 750 each. And then we have 950 on the single cask. Now, one of these is my friend's, this one here. Total cost to us was about 2,500, I guess. Let's have a quick look, because I think prices are down. In the same, they're following the stock market. They peaked a few months ago. Let's have a look at this one maybe. Where's our bottle performance graph? Oh, there isn't one. That's not very helpful. Oh, there it is. Took a while to load. Yes, look. If you look at the graph, it has effectively reverted back to the mean. Now, the mean was still increasing a lot, but yeah, just last auction, really, 875 for that. That makes no sense at all. Bottle's not worth anywhere near that. Let's have a look at one of the 21s and see what they were doing. Well, they're still pretty spiky, aren't they? But I think we are seeing the beginning of prices coming down. The only one that's even remotely reasonably priced, I guess, See, everything's on the way down. I think we're heading into the whiskey recession. What do you think? Stock market's down, bonds are down, crypto's down, house prices not down yet, but just wait. Inflation is up. People are starting to feel like maybe they need to take some risk off.
Maybe a year.
Get some cash stored up. Petrol prices are up. All of that stuff. Everyone's feeling the difference. Maybe they're not quite so free to go and blow, speculative amounts of money on the auction. And I think over the next few auctions, we're going to see the prices steadily coming down. Maybe? Okay, let's see what people think. Bring the chat up again. Oh, Dustin, grain whiskey needs wine finishing to move it up the list. Yeah, okay, to add a bit more detail. Got to run. Great show. Thanks, Bobby. Hope to see you all on Thursday. Stupid work. Yeah, gets in the way, I know. What are your most high-ranked sherry whiskies in your cells? Jose? Well, Highland Park, pretty obvious one.
But Ben Nevis has some sherry.
The number 2 bottle is actually a 23-year Ben Nevis from Single Malts of Scotland, which is sherry matured. What else is sherry? A little bit in the Longrow. Nothing in that Laphroaig. A bit in this one. And I guess the Balblair 90 would be the next highest recognisable sherry, strong sherry whiskey. That's a good price on that stupid LB for the stupid people. That's right, Dustin. That's almost a loss on the Longrow Red. It's actually I don't even know what we paid. It's probably a break even. The reason that one's back in the auction because I bought one in the US for 150 and it's just like no need to carry it back on the plane. Jose, do you like Madeira or port cask whiskey? Are there anything
more than me a port? You prefer port?
We have Springbank 18, which is ex-bourbon and some port mix, which I liked. I don't think there's anything else on here that would be port. There's a little bit in the Springbank 12 cask strength that we like. One of the 4 components is port, but a small amount.
I prefer sweaty foreigner.
Yeah. So it's tricky though. Port is tricky, isn't it? Whether it works correctly or not. Michael Wood, economic hurricane about to blow through. Yes, hold tight, everybody. Get some cash ready, even though cash is losing its value as well. Buy everything carefully, Michael. I would agree. Dustin, that or the market was flooded with more Springbank and it'll go right back up. It might be because there was a huge flood of local barley, the current release, which might have done that a little bit.
What about the price?
Recessions are buying season. That is true. The madness can't go on forever. Can it? Martin? No.
Well, for the past 1 year, it kept going up.
No, it's had its ups and downs. The question is, the expanding money supply can't go on forever because ultimately it brings the end to your currency. So it's a difficult balance to be found. Whiskey 101, I will wait for the global crash and then pick up local barley for 90. Springbank sells it for 90. If you happen to be there on the day they release it with about 1,000 other people in the line, if you can buy one at retail, that's
$75.
That's what they sell it for. I would, I've paid 180. I paid 220 for the stupid one. I would say local barleys mostly are in the 150, maybe 200 category of whiskey for us. Are we still open for bids? What's the total? I think we're there. 7,330 is the total. The original cost was about 2,500, I guess. So currently there's enough money to pay for the damaged car that we rented. Hopefully insurance will cover that. Right, the way food prices are going up, you can sell a bottle of actual barley for $4.50. They're 200 in the US these days. Stupid distributors, it's true, Dustin. But think of all the fuel it takes to get that boat across. Okay. Well, another life lesson.
Happy with the Brora. It's good.
In the world of whiskey, learned something more about grain. That the bubbles. So far, Macallan and grain whiskey bubbles can't be relied on. They're both too hot. Donna Pass, would like to see all the Springbank flippers get burned. Not you two. Well, we're sort of flippers. We were flippers by the fact that we just hadn't got to the bottles in 2 years to open them, and then found out they'd got so expensive.
I wanted to keep them, but there's too many whiskey.
Yeah, no, that's actually not quite true. Because we have flipped the 2 bottles from the US, which we bought. We tried one and didn't like it nearly enough. That was the single cask. And then the rum cask, the reviews weren't that good either. I was like, okay. It's the auction for those. So we're guilty. One last check-in. Has anything changed? 950 on the single cask. 750, 700 on the 21s. I think they're all more or less the same, aren't they? Maybe we'll get a couple more bids will come in. Right. Thanks everyone for watching. We will see you back on Thursday to find out what that lovely smoky thing is going to be. Are you looking forward to some smoky whiskey? Right. Bye for now.